I want to say a few things in this video. I hope people don't take it the wrong way, but the ones who get it, get it. So, first of all, I'm at Sam's Club. The person who came up to me to say that they saw my live session and they recognized me, they just wanted to come and say hi. I shook their hand. I feel bad. Monique was making fun of me saying that I'm always in my phone, right? But why I say it's a full circle thing, we wouldn't even be right now at Sam's Club had we not had the extra money that we have right now from our social media, which is why we're here in the first place. And then the fact that one of our viewers took the time to come up to me, shake my hand, and tell me, great job, I love to see your new life, keep making content, I love it, is actually the reason why we have the extra money. So it's a full circle thing. You know, even with us both having paychecks, we could barely ever get ahead. Hold on, I gotta help her put this stuff up there, hold on. All right, now they're grabbing some slushies. The whole point of this video was to tell that person who recognized us, thank you for watching, and I feel bad that I was in my phone. I would have actually talked to you for a second. They kind of just shook my hand and walked away. But also, I'm not very good at socializing with strangers, but I have been breaking out of that. This has actually helped me. Being comfortable behind the camera has somehow reflected on the way I act in real life too. I used to be really weirded out. I think today I did a lot better than the time last summer at the 4th of July in Newton Falls. Some kids come up to me, like a whole group of kids, and said that they saw me on TikTok. And I just said, oh, that's cool, and went like this and kept walking. Put my head down, felt nervous. Monique was like, damn, you should have talked to me. Today, it wasn't like that. And you know, you don't forget something like that. I remember every single time that it's ever happened. It was twice at Giant Eagle on Mahoney, ironically at the same register, separate times. And once in Newton Falls at the fireworks. Once walking down by 960, a guy said he saw me on Chad Mark's interview, Blood on the Reservoir TV. Once at the Lordstown gas station, some dude goes, you do TikToks, dog? Which was kind of funny, but you know, you don't forget stuff like that. So the whole, you know I just explained why I'm making this video, but I wanted to let it be known. We wouldn't have been able to come in here and spend like $230 of cash at Sam's Club after we just paid all our bills. We have never been able to get ahead. But we made $2,000 this month on Facebook, and we are so grateful to say we already are at $2,700 for next month, and it's not even a quarter, it's not even barely into the month. It's actually still, Facebook does it weird, right? They carry it over, but what I'm saying is we still have the whole month to get through of December. So if you know, we've already surpassed where we're at. I'm not trying to tell y'all this like I'm bragging. I'm trying to let y'all know my vision for my family is finally coming true. If we hit 4 this month, that means we doubled up from the last month. And what that means is I'm starting to realize why so many people are obsessed with becoming content creators, and how you see all these famous YouTubers with stacks of money and shit. That's realistically becoming a possibility for my family. And I want to get us about the city. I got a lot of haters. I got a lot of people we've known 20 years that don't even like our videos. You know, whatever. That's fine. Y'all can keep that energy over there. This is the new me, and this is what I've been wanting to do. And a year and a half later, it's finally paying off. Thank you so much to the over 80,000 people that have been watching us on 3 platforms. We wanted to build our own Visionaries community. I love you guys. Try to get back to every comment. And the thing I will say is I've had 5 people ask us to borrow money in the last couple of days. That's kind of annoying because 2 of the people we know personally, and they have not hit me up at all. The first time they hit me up was to ask me to borrow money. And it was right after I posted that screenshot of the money we made this month. The people I'm talking about, I've also heard that they're both making bad decisions. Then I had 3 random people who I've never met that are viewers called me to ask me to borrow money. One of them called me and said he wanted to know if he could borrow $200. And at that time, We didn't even get our money yet, but I said, hey, I'm not even trying to sound like a dick. I said, I'm not in a position to let somebody I've known my whole life borrow $200. I said, I don't even, we've never even spoken. This is the first time that you're asking me. And then the other people, just wrote me and asked me to borrow money. I'm not trying to sound like a dick, but there were some people that's helped us when we needed it, and they donated to us. Those people, we would send money back, absolutely. But random people that I've never spoke to, and the first time they contact me is to ask me to borrow money, maybe that's wrong, but it kind of struck a wrong nerve, and it was only because they saw we dropped the screenshot. Let me know in the comments how I should feel about that. Am I right or wrong for feeling like as soon as people see we're all right, doing a little bit better, now everybody else wants to try to be our friend? These aren't people who've been commenting and this and that. They just popped up out of nowhere. So, like I said, people might take this one wrong for like bragging and shit. I'm just explaining to y'all in detail. I have no filter. It's always going to continue to be like that. To anybody wondering how we're doing this, I've seen multiple comments asking, how do you get monetized? How do you go viral? There are steps that you need to take. Without going all into it, I'll tell you, you have to turn on professional mode on Facebook, and you have to complete your weekly challenges. If you're not doing that, it's never going to happen. There's simple for like the first 3 weeks, and then they get harder. That's one thing. Number two, you need to put hashtags that go with the video. Number three, you need to pick a niche or a category and try to stick with it. Why? Because it adds the algorithm. It attaches. Those videos are all going to be a part of one algorithm. It's going to slowly push it. Number four, you need to go on Social Pilot on Google and ask every day, what is the best time to post on Facebook Saturday? What is the best time to post on YouTube Sunday? And it's going to tell you. Don't try to memorize it because it changes. Those are four. Number five, be yourself. Don't try to pretend like a lot of these other dudes are doing. Don't try to make up lies just to go viral and then base your whole fucking life off it like other creators. I could be saying who right now, but I ain't gonna be no hater. I'm not gonna sneak this and take shots like they did to me when the shit was supposed to be done. I'm more trying to be more grown and mature. I'd rather handle it another way if they didn't want to. But yeah, don't be like them. You don't want to base your whole thing off fake shit. I love you guys. Thank you so much for making this happen. Stay safe, stay free, stay blessed. To that family, enjoy the rest of your weekend.